rocket fuel.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Space to maneuver at the 40. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Cooper was the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson, and his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Sheds and look at the big man rumble. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan. Thomas, 71 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold.
And when you look back at this roster, and as you said, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, this is not a team that was overhyped, as is often the case with the Dallas Cowboys. That was a legitimate deal in my estimation, that roster was good enough to contend for a Super Bowl. Just never really got going with consistency. Couldn't beat the better teams that they played. And as you noted, finished 8-8. Mike McCarthy takes over a very good roster. A young quarterback in Dak Prescott. So it's the second act for Mike McCarthy. He has something he feels like he needs to prove after the way it ended in Green Bay. And this Dallas team has a lot that they need to improve on and a lot to show the rest of the world that this team really should be in a Super Bowl and soon.
By the way, since they did not win the NFC East, that's now 15 straight seasons that the NFC East has not had a repeat champion.
Can you say volatile division?
Absolutely. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Collins collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Robert Quinn. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Bravo.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. No offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even... Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to be brought down on one of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steps away. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start getting back to rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Texans push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They have made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That one complete. Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we... And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now back to throw. That's complete to Cobb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you knew.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So we have reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On second down, Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Steps away to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Watson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get it after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
That's a safety in the strangest of ways, my word. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
Now Austin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And look at this, another fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson looking again for Thomas, this time complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
The kick is good.
The penalty is declined.
30. Cowboys 20.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
2nd and 13. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hoop.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's when
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson going to throw again. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Back to throw here. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson going deep for Hupp. He's got a man complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first